Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Welcome to Friday Morning Live. Coming up this morning, protests are happening around the city of Columbia. We have the details. Also, a new marriage in Hollywood. We'll tell you who. And finally, Gamecock football returns this weekend. You don't want to miss these headlines.
We're looking at cloudy and rainy temperatures out there for today, but we can expect some sunny and clear skies for the weekend. Stay tuned for a look at your weekend forecast this time on Friday Morning Live.
Good morning, Gamecocks. I'm Summer Rogers.
And I'm Justin Walsh. Thank you for joining us this morning.
With the election just around the corner, Richland County is seeing a rise in absentee ballot requests. Over 50,000 requests have already been received, and there is still plenty of time until the deadline of October 24th. Due to the expected high turnout of voters, there are close to 3,000 poll workers signed up to help out. These high numbers are a result of the bill that Governor Henry McMaster signed, allowing all South Carolinians to vote through absentee. There will also be 6 drop-off locations in the area for voters that may not want to mail their ballot back in. All of these changes are expected to increase the number of votes in South Carolina.
This past Wednesday, a large number of Columbia protesters took to the streets and marched to the steps of the State House to demand criminal charges to the officers who killed Breonna Taylor. The killing of Breonna Taylor has been an ongoing issue across the country, and on Wednesday night, a group of approximately 40 protesters took their voices back to the State House. This protest came following soon after a Louisville grand jury decided to charge one former detective with wanton endangerment. No officer has yet been charged with the shooting of Breonna Taylor, which consistently contributes to the protesters' purpose. Many of the protesters stated that the charge given is unacceptable, and many demand further action.
South Carolina lawmakers have recently approved the second round for federal aid for COVID-19. The question as to how many to disperse remaining federal money has been up in the air for some time now, but this past Wednesday, a final decision was reached. The remaining $693 million of federal money directed towards COVID-19 expenses will be given out primarily towards unemployment funds. $420 million will go to replenish the state's unemployment fund. After the pandemic caused countless people to lose their jobs, these funds will keep businesses from having to pay over years to repay the money spent on jobless benefits in the face of the coronavirus. This comes in addition to the $500 million the state has previously added to the unemployment fund.
In April, 17-year-old Joshua Ruffins was shot and killed by Columbia police. His family has since started a movement called Justice for Josh to demand justice and further action. News 4 reporter Finn Carlin has a story.
On April 8th, 2020, our lives changed forever and it'll never be the same again.
Voices from the family of Joshua Ruffin, an Eau Claire High School senior who was shot and killed by Columbia police in April. Ruffin's passing, in the wake of the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others, resulted in an uproar in the Columbia community.
I'm black, I'm proud, and I'm going to fight for my people.
Such deaths have taken center stage in the national discussion over the past 6 months as the Black Lives Matter movement has swept the country, calling for police reform throughout the United States, especially in its major cities. In Columbia, police have investigated the body camera footage from Ruffin's shooting, releasing it to the media.
The officer did have on his body-worn camera, and that video
the footage showing multiple shots fired from Officer Kevin Davis after Ruffin produced a handgun. Be advised that the following clip may be disturbing.
Let me see hands! Let me see hands! Shots fired! Shots fired!
The family of Joshua Ruffin has since started a movement called Justice for Josh to demand that city police fire and convict the officer responsible for the shooting. Daryl Timmons, Joshua's father, telling us earlier today his motivation for still being out in protest, even though a few months have gone by since his son's passing.
My motivation for being out here today is basically I want to teach everybody else, to show everybody else how to never give up and stand up for what you believe in. And sometimes you can't just say it, you gotta do it, you gotta show it.
While Columbia police have since closed the case, the Justice for Josh movement is still making their voice heard, holding true to their demands.
Kevin Davis.
Fire Kevin Davis!
I would like Kevin Davis arrested and charged with murder. And I don't want another child to lose their life the same way as my son.
While it is unclear whether Joshua Ruffin's case will be investigated further, the family has expressed that they will continue to demand that further action be taken against Columbia police for the April shooting. Outside the South Carolina State House, Finn Carlin, SGTV News 4.
Thanks, Finn. You know, it's just so admirable to see those people out there protesting for what they believe in and demanding justice. I just think there's nothing like it to see, especially in the city of Columbia right now.
Exactly. I hope that they can definitely get some justice for Josh.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time now. Well, coming after the break, we will be joined by Jack Hakey for all things entertainment, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're here with Jack for some entertainment news.
Thanks, Summer. Spotify has started a partnership with production giant Chernin Entertainment to help create original web shows and movies. Chernin has previously produced shows and movies for Netflix and hopes to see similar success with the audio streaming giant. Spotify has added nearly 1.5 million podcasts to its library over the last 2 years and hopes it can add video to its library just as smoothly. While no project titles or release dates have been announced, Spotify has indicated that it would like to take some of the audio storylines from its popular podcasts as source material for its movies and shows. Well, Summer, do you think you're going to be watching any Spotify TV in the future?
I never thought it would come to this. I've got to say, I'm surprised, but I'm intrigued.
Me
So
too.
I might watch it. I might check it out.
We'll give it a chance. I already have Spotify, so
Yeah,
why not?
might as well.
Emma Stone is now a married woman. While the movie star was wed to Saturday Night Live director Dave McCary in a private ceremony earlier this year, the couple announced their marriage to the world via Dave's Instagram on Wednesday. The couple had been dating for 3 years after Emma Stone split with her Amazing Spider-Man co-star Andrew Garfield. They originally met when Stone hosted an episode of SNL in 2016 and was directed by McCary in the skit Wells for Boys. Well, it just goes to show you that on-set romance goes behind the camera and in front of the camera as well.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You never know.
I'm going to have to go check this out. I'm going to have to go watch the scene and see where, sparks flew for
where
the
it all
first
started.
time. Exactly. I'm going to have to look into this.
There we go.
Well, thank you, Jack. After the break, we'll have Kendall Smith back to update us on all things sports. And later, we will take a look at this week's weather. Stick with us.
Good morning and welcome to What's Going On.
Welcome to Friday Morning Live.
I'm Caitlin Ashbaugh and this is NewsWrap, where we highlight this
Behind every great news
Down
organization
here to Columbia,
is a team.
99, highest in the state.
Welcome to Carolina Calendar, coming to you from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio.
A team of producers. A team of anchors.
3-year-old Janelle Burton for armed robbery.
Earlier this week, rumors stirred that President Caslin was looking to
Reporters.
Why they chose to participate in such a worthy cause.
Fall of 2022. But behind me, residents.
One of those well-known traditions on campus.
From the tiger burn to playing the sand.
But we're not just a team.
This is like my life in the future.
I know.
Bored now for the first day of fall.
We're a family.
I love game day.
No one keeps you closer.
What's up, Gamecocks? I'm Kendall Smith here with what's going on in the world of sports.
Tomorrow, the SEC kicks off their 2020 season with South Carolina taking on Tennessee to begin their 2020 campaign. The Gamecocks will take the gridiron at 7:30 p.m. at Williams-Brice Stadium. The game will be broadcast on the SEC network. Other SEC games this weekend include the number 23 ranked Kentucky Wildcats taking on the number 8 ranked Auburn Tigers. Also, the number 2 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide will take on Missouri, and the number 5 ranked Florida Gators will face Ole Miss. Speaking of college football, 21 games have already been canceled this season due to COVID-19. While some of these matchups have been rescheduled, others have not. This weekend, 6 games have been postponed or canceled. Notre Dame at Wake Forest will now be played on December 12th, and Temple at Navy will now be played on October 10th. North Texas at Houston, Memphis at UTSA, Tulsa at Arkansas State, and South Florida versus FAU have all been canceled. Many intramural sports have also had to adjust to a new normal due to the coronavirus. News 4 reporter Bryce Glenn has the story.
The intramural and club sports seasons are a go. However, they're looking a little different.
So every time the teams come out to practice, they have to affirm the 3 statements that they don't have COVID, that they haven't been in contact with anyone that has COVID, and that they don't have any symptoms of COVID. So if they can't affirm that those 3 are true, then they can't come out to practice. And then we also have to make sure that they don't have a temperature over 100 when they arrive.
So that's soccer and rugby and football and lacrosse and those sorts of things. They're only allowed to be doing conditioning. And they're not allowed to be conducting their normal contact practices.
Due to obvious obstacles and concerns posed by COVID-19, club and intramural sports have been diligent in finding new ways to stay prevalent and active on campus.
The programs that we have been able to offer, students are really excited about them, and they have been coming out and participating in good numbers.
However, membership hasn't been affected negatively.
There's no tryouts this year, so it's more people and girls that want to come out and just play.
We've definitely actually increased this year. We're looking around 30 people per practice. In past years, it's been kind of scattered. Sometimes we've only had 8 girls show up, sometimes it's 10, and now we're at 30, so it's actually increased.
These club and intramural sports are here to stay despite the challenges of adapting to COVID-19 guidelines.
Now people, I think, are just happy to get out here and to be able to play. So I think for the most part, it's been generally accepted.
All right. In Columbia, Bryce Glenn, SGTV News 4.
Thanks, Bryce. He's actually back on his way over here from Williams-Brice Stadium right now, and he will be back after this break with your weekend weather, so stay close.
All flags, including the one at the South Carolina State House, will be flown at half-staff until...
The alumni help inform South Carolina legislators about the many ways that USC benefits
Baseball has started off their 2020 campaign 4-0 after sweeping Holy Cross,
South Carolina at the Carolina State Fair. It is the national and international...
13 cases of infected people in the U.S., but experts here at USC say there is no reason...
Tonight is doing their comedy sketches. That's another branch of SGTV. It's a big deal. It's going to be
60 again, but those showers are showing up. Tuesday will be 68th
Super Bowl in 50 years. They took down the San Francisco 49ers 31.
First Filipinos in California in October of 1587.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're here with our meteorologist, Bryce. Bryce, welcome back. Hope that commute wasn't too bad. How you doing today?
Oh, no, it wasn't bad at all. I'm doing very good indeed.
That's awesome. So this past week, we've been seeing a lot cooler temperatures, and I've been enjoying it, but tell me, what does this weekend hold for us?
Okay, so it is going to be slightly warmer this weekend. However, into the beginning of next week and throughout the week, it should be a little bit cooler and a little bit more sunny as well. Now, if we move over here to the screen, as I was saying, it'll be warm and rainy today, a chance of showers tomorrow for our game, unfortunately, but mostly cloudy throughout the day. Some higher temperatures to start the week and a cool down after Monday. For our weather today, our highs should be just around 80 degrees everywhere in the state. At 75 in Greenville, 77 in Rock Hill, and 79 in Greenwood. Move down to Florence, we're going to be at 81. 81 as well in Columbia and in Sumter. Over in Aiken, we'll be at 82 and 82 as well in Orangeburg. On the coast, a little bit cooler at 79 in Myrtle Beach, 81 in Charleston, and 81 in Hilton Head as well. 4-hour high temperature trend for the week. So this is where we get that idea of it cooling down a little bit after Monday, like I was saying. So our average is at 85. We're dancing around that average is 82 on Friday, back up to 86 on Saturday, and Sunday it will be at 87, highest temperature of the week. Move over to exactly the average on Monday at 85, then 80 on Tuesday, and only 79 on Wednesday. Right now in Columbia, it feels like 73 because it is 73. We have a southern wind of 6 miles per hour. Our humidity is pretty muggy out there. It's 90% humidity. It's rainy and cool right now. Some showers throughout the city of Columbia. Local times 10:17 a.m. and our rain chance is 63%. For the weather this week, so showers most likely today, cool and rainy throughout the day at 82 degrees. Saturday will be 86 with a chance of showers. Into Sunday a little bit warmer at 87. That's when those showers will move out, be mostly clear, some clouds still out there. Monday it'll be 85. This is when we see that cool down with some sunny skies, sunny and cool as well on Tuesday at 80 degrees. And then on Wednesday, another clear and cool day at 79. Back to you guys.
That's all we've got for you this week, Gamecocks. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Friday Morning Live.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4 to keep up to date on all things USC. For SGTV News 4, I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Summer Rogers. Have a good weekend, Carolina.
Forever to thee.